Today I'm doing a little stroll out near the Azusa River Wilderness Park, whatever it's called. I forget the name, I'll put it here. And yeah, we got some wild sage, so, and buckwheat. So maybe a little bit of botany for y'all. Not a botanist, but yeah. So this right here is castor bean, the one with the interesting spiky leaves, and this is toxic, so avoid eating this plant. Yeah, good one to know about. And here we actually have some castor bean with the little spiky castor bean fruits, you know, so another way to recognize it. But yeah, the leaves are like this, and it's pretty distinct, I'd say. So I don't want to stop everywhere, you know, I can stop every few feet here, but this is some bay leaf. And it has a very, very kind of like bittery, earthy smell. It's very, very good seasoning though. So something I want to season crawdads with at some point. This is, I think, one of the native maple trees, if I remember correctly. Got these neat little seed pods you can kind of see up there. So yeah, they grow around here. Also a bunch of like oaks, more bay leaf, a lot of stuff here. This is a Hollyleaf cherry, and these are edible, you know. Wouldn't gorge on a whole ton, but I might do a few now. Yeah, they're edible. Pretty big seeds though. Let's get another one. And these are sweet, pretty good, but they don't have a lot of cherry meat. It's mostly seed. So on some of the canyon walls here, you have this stuff, and this is Dudleya. It's endemic to the San Gabriel Mountains, and I think it may be protected. There are a lot of succulents that sort of grow in the area, but I think these are very, very special here, so good thing to know about. Yeah, this is all the San Gabriel River. You got some river cane down there, and I think some maple and sycamore trees potentially. A lot of neat stuff. This right here is mugwort, you know. I like to put it on my body, you know, to actually prevent myself from getting poison oak. I think what you could do is put it on, and if you touch poison oak, it just, I don't know, whatever it does, it kind of helps. So I think if you put it on beforehand, and then this up here, I think this is toyon, but it's not ripe yet. There are red berries this stuff produces, and you can eat them, although it's better to, I think, cook them or something, but I've had them raw. And yeah. So this here is tree tobacco. I don't actually know if you can use it like tobacco, but I mean, I don't use tobacco at all really. But yeah, you know, yellow flowers, tree-like, so very cool. So this is a fig tree. I'm not seeing any figs at the moment, but I did have some figs this weekend, so maybe if we get lucky, we'll find some figs here on the fig tree, or a fig tree on this little walk. Here we have a little spring, and there's a lot of flowers here, but one of the flowers that likes to grow near springs is this scarlet monkey flower here. So there's a lot of different kinds of monkey flower that grow in the area, but I think this one and then the yellow ones like to grow around these springs and river areas. This is going to be very different than a lot of the content I've made, but hope you guys are enjoying learning about the plants. I got a recommendation to make a video like this, and I'm not going to be able to find like everything that grows in the San Gabriels in this season right now, but I think it's still neat to show y'all what I can find just on a very, very short walk. Speaking of figs, it looks like someone got a fig and then dropped it, so I think we might be able to find a few figs. We'll see. So here we have a big yucca, and they're actually kind of all throughout this area, but those are spiky. You do want to avoid them. Here we have some yerba santa, kind of a soft plant. I don't know if you can eat it or do anything with it, but yeah, this is pretty prevalent in the area. A lot of plants I won't be naming, but I guess I'll name that one. It's pretty wild, like the knowledge I just have of the plants here as a hobbyist, you know. I think just over the years, you look things up and can really accumulate that knowledge of, like, you know, what grows here in the area, what you can eat. There are also apps like I think iNaturalist, but I don't really use those. I mostly, like, I have knowledge just kind of living in Southern California, but also just looking things up in books. Like, I own a bunch of field guides and stuff like that, learning from people too. I don't have a whole bunch of friends that do this sort of thing, but yeah, you know, I know people here and there, you know, when I was young too. And yeah, anyways, I'm hopeful we find some figs, because the figs I got recently were good. And yeah, yeah, maybe I'll get some more soon. So up there we got some prickly pear. It is fruiting, but you really have to cut off the spines of the, maybe you can see if I zoom in. Yeah, that red fruit. You gotta be careful not to eat any of them because they can get stuck in your lips and your mouth and it can be really annoying to remove them. So yeah, I'm not gonna deal with those at this time. There was a video where I actually ate like 1 or 2 of the fruits, I think, and it was when I was, one of the videos where I went to the San Juan Capistrano hot springs, you know, and I saw prickly pear on the way there, and yeah, I ate it. But for a lot of that video, there were little spines from a section I just wasn't careful about, and yeah, it was unfortunate. Quite a bit of Hollyleaf cherry now. I'm gonna get maybe one more for now. It's a little hard, but it should be fine. Yeah, not a lot of meat, obviously, as I said before, but tasty for like a native plant that grows here. The figs, I don't think they're native, but I'm pretty sure Hollyleaf cherry is. So we're making our way down now to the area where the trail meets the San Gabriel River. And yeah, this place actually isn't open at the night time, so we do have to make our way back, but I think we'll have time to see the water, maybe find a few fruiting figs optimistically. So yeah, here we have some non-native sunflowers, and I think if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the grasses here are native grasses. I don't know for sure, but if that's not true, let me know. Again, I'm not a botanist, just kind of learned this on my own, but yeah. So I think I see some fig trees over there, but I think what I'm gonna do is just kind of keep going this way. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think we'll run into a few soon. But yeah, we'll probably hit the river first. Yeah, so we have this big, nice area, big water hole. I think there's like a platform too. But yeah, again, very cool spot. And yeah, it looks like the river is kind of flowing a bit over there. So yeah, nice area. Yeah, so a lot of flow here, pretty deep pools. I'm not gonna get in any now, and I'm not even sure they want you to get in them. I'm not sure about that. There was like a sign somewhere else. We do have some cattails here, and when you have pollen, you can actually get this yellow pollen-like stuff, and apparently it's like a flower almost sometimes, like a cooking flower. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna keep going up this way and see if I can find some figs. Actually, I don't even think I really need to go up to find figs. There are some here. So a lot of these are hard. That one's kind of soft. I think they're good when they're soft, but I'm gonna look for one that's more obviously ripe, right? I think the ones that I picked near the Bridge to Nowhere trail were more purple. But yeah, let's see. So I guess it's getting dark. My phone's thing is on, but this one looks really soft, and it's not purple yet. So maybe just the soft ones are good. I'm gonna give it a taste right now. I think some are purple and some are green, as far as I understand. One of my favorite wild foods here. Yeah, that's real good. So again, you can find them purple, but this one's I think more of a greenish fig. Yeah, real good. I'm just gonna do a few more for y'all. Yeah, so I got a bunch of figs here. I'm gonna eat as many of these as I can right now, and there are also plenty on the trees here, right? And these are all gonna be ripe. I think the safe thing to do is kind of get the ones that are a little more yellow. So yeah, but these should all be very, very good. Yeah, so this one's more red. The other one wasn't as red, it was more of like a brownish color. So I started eating this, but I ran out of storage on my phone, so I made some more room. Depending on how I edit this, yeah, this one's a little more red. Well, very good. I guess for these, you want them to be kind of soft and yellowish on the outside. And then, yeah, they're nice and juicy on the inside. Yeah. So, in contrast to what I was eating over the weekend, you get, I think some of the redder ones that aren't always red on the inside or as red as they ripen. Sometimes there are parts that are just like not as fun to eat, like the nubs. But yeah, Anyways, yeah, very good foraging food. Highly recommended, in my opinion. Some of these are maybe a little harder. I don't know. I'm gonna eat everything I can now. Yeah, one of these days I might do a trip where I go out like foraging and collecting a bunch. I don't think they're native, but they grow quite well here. Well, anyways, yeah, not all of them, but I think I'm feeling pretty good. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this, and I might get a few more plants on the way back. I think it's getting dark, but this is an elderberry tree, and I don't think the elderberries are quite ripe yet here, but there are some kind of blue ones over there. Anyways, I have eaten these in other videos, and when they're ripe, you can eat them in my experience. But apparently you're supposed to boil them first for optimal safety, so yeah. Also, there are quite a few plants you should avoid touching in the area. One of them right here is poison oak, and there isn't really a lot, at least on the trail here, but yeah, plenty of poison oak. Again, leaves of 3 lobed. It doesn't really hurt right away, but after like a day or two, when the oils sort of seep into your skin, they can give you a pretty bad rash. So yeah, avoid touching this one. It comes in like yellow, red, green, these lobed leaves, kind of smooth stems, and there are like 1 or 2 lookalikes that live around here, but if you don't know how to recognize the difference, just avoid that sort of thing. So yeah. All right, quick walk, a lot of neat plants here. Hope this was informative. And yeah, I always really enjoy the figs. You can really gorge yourself on those. Also the hollyleaf cherries, a little more, I don't know if earthy is the right word, but yeah, you know, they're still tasty, not as much meat. But yeah, I think I'm really happy that, you know, I live near the San Gabriels in a spot where there's a lot of like wild plants during different seasons you can eat. There are obviously poisonous ones that I pointed out and things you shouldn't touch here too. But all in all, you know, it's, you know, short walk, maybe like a mile out, mile back, and a lot to see. So yeah, I'll try to do more videos like this here and there. I always try to add a little bit of foraging into my videos. But if you like this, let me know. And I had a suggestion to do something like this. It's, you know, kind of something I'd have to do a little more seasonally, and sort of, you can't always find everything in one area, especially like a mile out, mile back trip. So yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed, and more fun adventure videos soon.